its connections with the legendary King
Good morning.
Arthur, who, according to
That's Mary
was
Mills.
conceived there. Well, this year, archaeologists returned to Tintagel, hoping to investigate its rich Dark Age
I turned the
history.
TV down, but I can't find my dang remote.
Archaeological fact.
What else is
Human
there?
fiction. The castle remains that you can see on Tintagel today date from the medieval period, but archaeological remains from around 600 AD found on previous excavations suggest that there was once a large Dark Age settlement here. In 2016, archaeologists returned to Tintagel to explore areas of the island that had never been dug before. They wanted to find out what kind of settlement it was, but what they found took them all by surprise.
Day one of the Dig Diary, and today we've started excavating on the eastern terrace just here and over behind the castle on the southern terrace. We've opened up 4 trenches, and that's where we're hoping to find what we used to
Say shh. Just hush. There's my boy. I know. Hi, Basleel. How are you? Hold that for me. Phew. All right. There we go. We made it. Slowly but surely. Hey, Jack, don't be rude. Boy. Basleel, I don't really play the guitar. I play with it, but I don't really play it. Derek says, what is the dog doing? Not much, just hanging out. Huh, Jackie? You're good. I'm glad you're good. Happy early 4th. Thanks. I got a cold or something. And I'm so Benadrylled up that I'm okay. But I just ran downstairs because I lost the remote. And just running downstairs made me out of breath. So that sucks, but I do feel better than yesterday. There you go. I'm glad you're comfy. hot drinks. Yeah. I'm drinking hot coffee. I did some hot tea also yesterday. What are you up to? Where does life find Baslil this morning? Or this afternoon? Or today? You're currently on your way to Egypt to meet up with your crew. Wow, cool. Where are you today? Oh, well, I'm headed to Egypt today. What a great life. Then we head back to London. Lee Sung Soon TV is here. Hello, friend. Lee Sung Soon says, hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. And Lee Sung Soon has dropped a link. I think they want us to watch a video for them. Hi, Anita. Good morning. Baslil says, I mean, for now it is enjoyable, Cat, but it's really not great. It's not that great. Well, I really like the idea of it. How's that? Baslil says, especially since you will have no time to see around every place you go. Yeah. Basil says it's like home, airport, airport, hotel, airport, airport, home. It's exhausting, but as a newbie, I'm not tired of it yet. What is the is there a typical what is the average time that someone I mean, do pilots generally start as a pilot and retire, or do they go on to different jobs? Is there like a median number of years an average pilot will work? Hi, Rosie. Good morning. You need Jack love. Well, Jack's doing his best. Jackie Poo. Hey, are you really tired, baby? Hmm? Are you? Oh, he's barely gonna open his eyes for me. You know what'll get him up is if I turn him on the big TV. I am really good, Rosie. How are you? Rosie says, as long as I seen his face, I got what I needed. And I'm okay. As this says, you can start flying as early as 16 for private pilots and 18 for commercial. The retirement age was 50, but they increased it to 60 during the pilot shortage in 2022. Wow. What are your plans for today, Rosie? And Lee Sung Soon is dropping their link again, asking if you could watch it for them. And sending hearts. Thanks for that, Lee Sung Soon. Good morning, Marlon. How are you? Rosie says, there's people coming from another country to us. So there's things I have to get ready. There's a lot of people coming. Are you excited about that, Rosie, or not excited? Oh. I'm going to do my best not to cough because it sucks. Sucks to hear, sucks to do. Dang it. Rosie says, MK, can we talk on live when you can? And Rosie says, no, I'm not excited about it. We have to do food and things like that. And Marlon says, I'm not sure. I just woke up. Delilah was in the bed with me, to my surprise, and even wanted a few pets. Why tears? Why to your surprise? Has she not been okay? Has she been mad at you? What did you do? And Marlon says, yes, Rosie, but later. I'll be driving for a long time. Then I can. But I gotta get ready and have a few appointments till then. Rosie says, okay, MK. Marlon says, well, it's also been just super hot. She usually sleeps under the bed in my other room. I see. Sorry, where is... Rosie says, any plans for you, Cat? No, Rosie. I'm still recovering from whatever I've got. Martin says, in winter, she's either with me or on top of her cat tree in a hammock thingy. How cool. Because it's warmer up there. It makes sense. Basil says, hey, I think he's saying, I'm going to sleep for a bit. I got only a couple of hours in this flight. See you next time, Cat and everyone. Thank you for stopping by, Basleel. We love you. Be safe and have fun. And see you next time. Oh, I could go do that. Staring off into space. Rosie wants to know if I can get the camera closer to Jack. I can try it, Rosie. I can turn the light on also. Let's go see what we can do. How about if I just do this? Oh, that's very close. Can't even tell what he is. You hurt your foot. It hurts. What did you do? Did you stub your toe? Baba, Baba, are you really, really tired? Really, really, really tired? Hmm? You say hi to Rosie. Yep. Say hi, Rosie. Say it right here. Here she is, right here. There you go. And he's done. That's the most we're going to get out of him for a little while. Knock on wood. Rosie says, no, it's my whole foot. And I was at the gym. It hurts because I sprained it before. On both sides. Wow. Jack, Rosie loves you. Out like a book. Where's he sending hearts for Jack? Rosie the monkey's name is Monkey. We keep it real simple around here. Jack, where's Monkey? Where's your monkey? Monkey? Where is it? Huh? Oh, because he's a dog. I'm going to confuse him. I think the only thing that has a name is the hedgehog. Because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Jack and the monkey should be Jack's son. I agree. I even did a short where the monkey was Jack's son. Oh. Let's go mess with Jack a little bit. There you go. There's that sweetness. How's that? He's like, you're just not going to get me up. Where's he? Says, oh, he's so cute. I had to make him cute. Just kidding. What did he do today for him to be so tired? Nothing. Well, he was trying to tear apart my shed because he's decided there's something in it. So that's what he did. He got yelled at all afternoon. Yes, he did play. Rosie, he's like this all the time. Rosie says, LOL, no yelling. He's just a baby, LOL. Have you ever heard that audio where it says, I'm just a baby? It's funny. No, I have. I don't know that I have. Maybe. And really, yelling at him does no good. I ended up just locking him on the porch so he couldn't go out into the yard. Because I was tired of yelling at him. I'm sure the neighbors were tired of me yelling at him too. It's the funniest audio. There used to be a show on TV called Dinosaurs. And I could have this a tiny bit wrong. Hang on a minute. Rosie says maybe there was something there and he was trying to see what. Yes, for sure. The shed's falling apart. And so he was scratching at it to get into it. But there's already a hole in it because it's rotting away. So he was just making it worse. I'm afraid it's going to topple over on him if he keeps it up. So probably some birds have made a nest in there. And some wasps. Hi, Carl. Good morning. Good to see you, friend. It's Thursday. Carl goes live today. Rosie says, me and my mom and my two brothers went and watched the new dinosaur movie in the movie theater. My brother bought tickets and yesterday we watched it. Did you like it? There used to be a TV show, that's what I was saying, called, I think it was called Dinosaurs. And the baby used to always say, I'm the baby, gotta love me. I'm the baby, gotta love me. It was a common theme around our house because I had so many brothers and one of them was the baby. It's kind of a joke. Oops, sorry about that. Oopsie. There we go. You loved the movie. It was very funny. Awesome. Carl, when's the last time you went and saw a movie? Rosie says, Jack, your mama hit us. LOL, attack. Jack's like, well, you gotta learn to be quicker. Duck. Remember to duck next time. Oh, Rosie. Jack, Rosie loves you so much. 40 years ago. Wow, Carl. What about drive-ins? Is there such a thing as drive-ins in Ireland? You okay? You alright? Rosie says it's been a while since we went to a movie theater. Yesterday was so fun. I'm so glad. That's right. Carl says I don't drive, but even if you don't drive, do they actually have drive-in theaters in Ireland? Maybe if everybody doesn't drive, maybe it's not a thing. I guess that's what I'm curious about. Rosie says, me too, Carl. Oh, Rosie says, I have anxiety of driving. That's how my whole anxiety started. Oh, no. Wow. Carl says, I laugh at America when it comes to public transport. Yeah, I don't know much about it, Carl. I just know I've always lived in rural areas where buses didn't come this far out. All right, I'm gonna go look for my battery pack. I see Jack has not moved. Rosie says, been in too much car accidents, even just sitting in a car or while my mom drives. I am so scared because of all the accidents I've been in. interesting, Rosie. I have a daughter that's just like that. Like, cars are not her thing. And a lot of times she doesn't have to be doing anything. Accidents will find her, and she'll be sitting in an intersection and get hit by an accident that happened in front of her. It's really crazy. Marlon said, did I say that, Marlon? He said having the right instructor is important, especially at first. Carl says, I very rarely travel by car. Well, I guess you gave me the impression, Carl, that it's not needed because you have such great public transport. Okay. Sophia Valker, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Marlon from Dundee's Health and Fitness says, car all the way for me. Luckily, I've got nerves of steel. Give me what I'm looking for. Stop it. Rosie says I really want to drive, but once I was at a store, me, my mom, and my sister were going to leave the parking lot, and the lady backed her car into us. She was putting her hands up as if she wants to fight. I yelled at her because she has no right to raise her voice at my mom's, specifically if she was the reason the accident happened. You know, people, I guess when car accidents happen, they just probably have a whole bunch of emotions running through their system at once. Probably they don't even know what they're saying. Marlon says, even in my minor accident where I had no control over the car for a minute, I remained calm inside and just dealt with it. Lila was flying around a few times, but probably due to my calmness, she stayed calm as well and was relaxed right after with no signs of distress. Oh, that's nice. Rosie says that lady wanted to fight, and when it comes to my mom and my sister, I don't mess around, to be honest. And my sister, she gets scared fast, and she's 20. Well, that's nice that you look out for your family like that, Rosie. There we go, finally. Oh, light up, friend. There we go. But that was pretty scary for you, Rosie. Oh no, Carl says they're talking of banning cars here from the city. That's interesting. Do you like that idea, Carl? Rosie says, I do. I might be younger, but my age doesn't matter when it comes to a point where I see my own sister shaking because she's scared, or my mom having to yell back even though it's not her fault. And Rosie says, it does seem scary. A lot of my anxiety all happened because of it. I'm sorry, Rosie. And Marlon says, that's crazy, Carl, about banning cars from the city. Rosie says, have you heard them saying you don't need a license to drive in the USA? I think they're lying to see who has their license and who doesn't. I don't know anything about that, Rosie, but you do need a license. Rosie says, because if you think about it, how is the cops going to be able to identify you without a license? Well, hopefully we don't have to deal with the cops to worry about that kind of thing. Carl says, thanks, Tina. Rosie says, LOL. Well, yeah, but I'm talking about people that run away from prison or bad people that make bad decisions. Marlon says, but in most states, the license is a joke. When I had some people explain the process to me, I was flabbergasted. They shouldn't allow you to drive that easily. Well, thanks for your opinion. Rosie says, be right back. Don't go nowhere, Jack. I don't think he's going anywhere. Do you think that's a joke? I could tell you some stories. I could, but I won't. Carl says, myself and Sonia want to have a big party in Catstown. Cool. That would be great. I'll bring the drinks. You would be really disappointed in my town, Carl. It's really small. Public transport, not really a thing. We do have some. But you would laugh at it. Owie. Hey, Jack. Jack. Carl says that's why I only go to big cities in the USA. Yeah, that's what I figured, Carl. Good morning, Danny. Good to see you. How are you today, friend? You're doing well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm okay. A little bit of allergies, messing with my throat. Overall, well. Your hands are too big to type. You do pretty good. No, I don't, but thank you. I might have caught a cold. Shh. Oh, Carl says Tina and Sonia love me. That's wonderful, Carl. Danny says, how are you doing today, Carl? Hey, Danny, is there a point where you can take so much Benadryl it no longer makes you sleepy? It kind of gives you or keeps you awake? Is that a thing? Ah, that's what happened to me yesterday. I would not recommend Benadryl. It's my lifesaver. Oh my gosh, what would I do without Benadryl? Carl says, I've never taken sleep tablets. That's good. I don't take Benadryl to go to sleep. I was just trying to stop the snot. It's the slogan. I'm going to get a pen that says, stop the snot. Oh, well, thanks for that, Danny. Down with the snot. I mean, it's just amazing how fast your body can make it. Wow, Carl says myself and the passengers on the bus are having ice cream. That's very interesting. Sounds like a party, Carl. Are you on a party bus? Is that it? Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Mr. Dollar City says, hi, Jack. Hey, Jack. 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 Nope, sorry. He's just not listening. Danny says, I have to get into the shower and then go do a bit of work. Talk soon, Kat, okay? Okay, Danny. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. You do the same. Oh no, Carl, that's my worst nightmare. Not you particularly, but a hotel next to mine. Oh no. Carl, you're so funny. I do imagine one day this place will be built up, though. Hopefully, I'll be long gone. Oh, boy, that was a breath. Bye, Carl. Have a good day. Call her my name. I see you haven't moved an inch, Jack. Good morning, Lee. How are you, friend? I'm a little snotty, Lee, but overall I'm well. Jack, Jack, Jack. Lee says good morning, Jack. Jack's not impressed with any of us today. I am rested. I'm not quite over whatever I have. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wild how dogs can do that. So Lee, did you have a premiere yesterday? I think I missed it. I watched it afterwards. I watched something. Did I read your post? What did I read? That you go live today and a premiere? I'm so confused. More importantly, I was able to comment on something the other day and was shocked. Good morning, Lucy. Happy day after your birthday. Lee says it looks like a different room. Jack's still holding his baby. So funny. Lucy says, thanks, Cat and Magnetic. Oh, and I also saw, did I see that You're going live this morning, Lucy? Lee says, I noticed it all zoomed in since the update. Yeah, that update. Like they moved, when you make shorts, they moved the 15-second to 3-minute button. I couldn't find it. And it was right there, just moved over. Lee says he's going to be live just after Yogi. And you have a premiere at 7 p.m. also today. Okay. Thursday's going to be a full day. Lucy says, I blocked that guy. The one that was hitting on me the other day. I was getting a weird vibe to begin with. I felt something was off. Then he was drunk, saying stuff that was concerning. Yep, trust a little alcohol to let somebody tell you who they are. Or at least who they could be. Lee says, sorry to hear that, Lucy. I hope you're okay. And Lucy says, yes, I will be live at 6 a.m. Central Time. I might as well write this down because you know Kat's not going to remember this. She's not going to remember anything. She's going to get lost doing something. So Lucy and Lee are both live. 7 for me. And then Lee has a premiere. Is that 2 for me? A premiere at 7. So that's 2 for me, I think. And then Carl goes live 8 p.m. his time, but it's 3 p.m. our time. My time, Eastern. Lucy says the reason he made a Facebook was to follow me because he made it a week ago. And then it was only me, then Yogi, because I told Yogi about him. He didn't say he was drunk, but I could tell with his behavior. And Lee says, yes, 2 p.m. Thank you. I got everything written down. Oh no. Lucy says, oh, I'm not upset, but I am a little concerned because I did a reading on him and he wants to own me. Oh no. Oh no, Jack. Where are you going, bub? Okay, good job. Where's your monkey? Jack. He's not having it. Lee from Magnetic North Adventure says, nobody can be owned. We live in a free world, so you're right to be cautious. Lucy said, okay, got that. Lucy says he knows the town I live in, even though he lives in New Zealand, because it says in my Facebook. And that is very scary. Ouch. Lee from Magnetic North Adventures says, Lucy, I wouldn't worry too much. It costs a lot of money to travel that far. Lucy says he talked about wanting to separate people's hands off to people he has modded because he knows where they live if they wronged him. He also had made coffins, just everything that I'm putting together. It's enough to raise major concerns. Lucy says, but you would never know, Magnetic. People would take it far. I'm like his dream girl with the reading that I did and the energy I felt. Lucy says some crazy people would take it that far, and he is very, very crazy. Lee says, yes, I agree, Lucy. Where are you going live from, Lee? Oh, It'd be the magnet fishing area. Cool. Lucy says this is his channel, only sharing this for my protection, not sharing this to promote. I don't trust him at all. Oh. Yeah, Lee says I'm not even clicking link. Sorry, there's some people I just steer clear of. Me too. Hang on. Whew. Lee says, what did you get up to yesterday, Kat? I was concerned I didn't see you live. I've got a cold or something, Lee. And it's hitting my throat. And it was pretty miserable yesterday morning. But I took it easy. Took it easy around the house. And then I took so much Benadryl in the afternoon that I went and mowed the lawn. Just my little doggy area, though. Good morning, Sniper. He says, aw, big hugs, Kat. Hope you make a full recovery ASAP. You was missed. Thank you, Lee. I'm sorry I didn't get up to at least put a post up. If I got up, I was going to be up, and I just wanted to stay in bed. I was feeling pretty ugly. Kumari, good morning. Kumari, why don't I have you blue so you can be, so you can get around? Okay, I am subscribed. We just got to turn around and go back, Kat. There you go, Kamari. I know you can get around a little bit. Squirrel Sniper says, I feel extra tired today. Oh, thank you, Lee. Lee says, don't apologize, Cat. I just want you to be better. Did you not sleep well, Squirrel Sniper? Or did you work extra hard? Or do you just feel super tired just because? There we go. Come on. You're welcome. I love your name. It's beautiful. And Lee from Magnetic North Adventures says, I hope everyone's okay. I hope you're okay, Lee. Kamari says she just wants to cuddle with my dog. Well, you're welcome to. Come cuddle with him. Rosie says, I'm back. I took long. Sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm glad to see you back, Rosie. Rosie says, no, Jack's mine. Jack's got lots of cuddles to share. You don't like sharing Jack. He may have a differing opinion with you. And Rosie says, hi, Lucy. Hey, Lucy, unicorn vibes are a must. Kamari says, Rosie Ocean says, Kamari says, Rosie Ocean, there's other days for me to cuddle with Jack. You're very sweet, Kamari. Lucy says, of course, Rosie. Hashtag unicorn. Blah, 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 blah. Unicorn vibes. Rosie says, LOL Kamari, but all his days are booked with me. Kamari says, dang, Rosie. It's pretty serious. Rosie says the same thing. I love your name, though, Kamari. Agreed. Kamari says thank you. Rosie says Jack is my safe place. And you're welcome. Rosie says, I missed you, Jack. It's been too long. Jack. Jack. Hi, Jack. Are you really tired, Jack? I just thought of doing something to disrupt Jack, but I thought it was mean afterwards, so. Right, Rosie? He's like, shh, I'm enjoying my music and my sleep. Oh my gosh, my coffee's all the way on the other side of the room. I don't know how that happened. Oh. Oh. I might go back to sleep. I took another Benadryl, but just one. Kamari says, how did you pick Jack as his name? I love the movie Titanic. And that's where I got the Jack from. But I also love like Jack Sparrow and Jack Skelton. So Jack was just a great name. And my plan was to get a female and name it Rose. So I'd have Jack and Rose. Yes, Jack, come back. Come back, Jack. Rosie says, my mom loves that movie. It's a great movie. Kamari says, that's so cute. His name was originally, when he was born, they named him Bo. But I had already decided he was going to be Jack. And Lucy's sending her unicorn vibes. Thank you, Lucy. Oh no. Scroll Sniper says, I had a great discussion with the priest last night. Catholic at that, too. Kamari says, I bet he's great with cuddles. And Rosie says, Kamari, you want to help me take Jack from Cat? Just don't tell her. I'll give him to you on the weekends only. Warning, do not read Cat. Read what? Oh, Squall says he was thinking about leaving. I haven't a clue what you're laughing about, Rosie. I'm glad, Rosie. Rosie says, LOL, you made my day, Cat. Squirrel said, I mentioned that to me religion was a cradle, but now I can walk. That's interesting. Rosie says, hi, Sniper. Squirrel says, hiya, Rosie. A blessed day will materialize. Rosie says, are there any plans for you, Sniper? And Sniper says, two distinguishing traits. I'm waiting for the two distinguishing traits. Rosie says, I think Kamari is trying to beat me to Jack. LOL. I'm not sure if you're on my side or you're taking him from me. LMAO. I think Jack has a say in this. He'd probably have very strong opinions. He'd probably go with you, but I'm willing to bet he would miss his mom. Sniper says we grow up knowing only religion through family, and some find their spiritual path and walk, and those that have walked alone all their life and then found religion. Rosie says, I'm his mother, LOL. Yeah, some find their spiritual path and walk, and those that have walked alone all their life and then found religion. Rosie says, well, at least I need cuddles with him. I think he would be happy to oblige. You should have heard him last night when I was telling him to get away from that shed. He just was talking and telling me how he was not happy. It was very funny. He's just started doing that. Rosie says, Carl, did you find a way to take her cows? No, he was sending me a bull. Lee says, I have to go now. Please take care. Okay, Lee, I'll see you in a little bit. I'll have you and Lucy running. By the way, Lee goes live at 7. Lucy goes live at 7 Eastern Time. And then Lee has a premiere at 2 p.m. And then Carl goes live 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rosie says, LOL, instead of robbing a bank, I'm trying to take your beautiful animals. You could always just come visit. I'll share them with you. Into divinity, into perfect peace, into divinity. Oh, Shanti, Shanti. Judah Mama set us free. Every soul now should be. Sorry, I'm back. Rosie says, if I ever visit, I can't leave Jack. I'll get used to him. And Squirrel Sniper says, I was 7 years old. My friends were of all nations, all religious beliefs, all from different cultures. To say there is only one right maker was a very naive, brief thought all those years ago now. It is interesting. It is interesting how you're convinced. If you come from that background, you're convinced there is only one way. And there's an answer for every protest. that says differently. No, squirrel, that is my friend Angie. That's funny. She was a professional singer. Skull Sniper says, but the thing is, there is only one. Everything is interconnected. Oneness and not just the one. I agree. And Squall Sniper continues and says, and what has been given to us is, in my eyes and research, inverted and reversed, booby trapped. So we cannot fully program this system ourselves. Squirrel says, if we try the opposite of what we want to achieve, if we try the opposite of what we want to achieve is always on the cards. Ow.
Om Shanti Shanti peace, sweet Lord Jesus set us free. Every soul now shifting heaven into perfect peace, into divinity, into perfect peace, into divinity.
The knitter, the crochet, good morning. You don't have to peek, you can come on in.
Om Shanti Shanti.
How are you, the knitter, the crochet? You're good. I'm glad to hear that. The knitter's channel description says, in a ball of yarn is the potential to make a dream that you have come true. How nice. Cute stuff. I'm going to subscribe to your channel. I'll take a look at it later. Oh. Skull Sniper says, in Enochian magic, that's ancient Egyptian, the evoking of archdemons gives you energy and angels take energy. Now, that's not what we have been taught in scripture. Oh, you're welcome, the knitter. And I am well, thank you. Oh, you know what I could also do? Because I'm a silly goose. Copy. Squirrel says, I love a fresh knitted sweater. My mother knitted rugs and quilts. How nice. I don't know if that... All right, I'm going to try this. I don't know if I got it good, but... Oops. Let's try that again. I don't know why I can't find the share button on my laptop. It's not that easy. Gosh, why do they make things so hard? That what it was running into. Let me do it on my phone. There we go. It's so much easier. There we go. Squirrel says she knitted a comfort blanket for each of her grandchildren before she passed. She made a secret pocket with a love note sewn in. How sweet. That is really, really sweet.
Shanti, Shanti, peace. Sweet Lord Jesus set us free. Every soul now shifting heaven into perfect peace, into divinity, into
Oh, Sniper says, I'll be sitting here now for a while. Love you, Mom. I'm sorry, Squirrel. Sweet memory. Hey, the knitter, the crochet. Next time I see you, I'll give you a blue jacket so it's easier for you to connect. Make this hang on. Okay. Squirrel says, see you in Yogi's. The knitter, we go over to Yogi's at 5 a.m. I posted the link in my pinned message. If you wanted to hang out with us over there, I'd love to see you there. 5 a.m. It's time to go to Yogi's. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope everybody has a fabulous day. Bye, guys.